Now the question arises, why friction is there at all? You see, even the apparently seeming smooth surfaces are not perfectly smooth. There are always some irregularities. Say these irregularities are somewhat like this. So it is because of these irregularities that there is a hurdle and things stop. So then you will say, why by putting oil or powder the friction reduces? The reason is simple, that they form a layer above these irregularities. These irregularities get filled up, and so the surface comparatively becomes more smooth, and the result is the force of friction is less. You remember when you are playing the carom board, then what happens? You put powder. Why? So that your striker can move easily. So whenever we want to stop or whenever we want a better grip, then the surface is not smooth, and when we want speed, then the surface is smooth. For reducing the force of friction, another very simple method is, like I showed you, moving the book was much easier when it was put on these pens, because they were rolling. So see, when the things are rolling, or then the friction is less. That is why when we want to move heavy machinery, logs of wood are used. Another better method is wheels are attached. These days on all kind of luggage, suitcases, etc., the wheels are there, and this makes it so easy to carry that even a child can pull these things. When we want to carry a child, enjoy the child's company, help child be happy in nature, it is very difficult to pick up the child and move. So what we do? We use a pram, because pram has wheels. So it becomes easy to move. So whenever you want to move a thing fast, you use wheels. See, there are 2-3 things. One is that first thing, when you want to move something, if it is stationary, then making it move is very difficult. Have you ever tried to move a box, a heavy box or a table? It is very difficult to push it, right? In fact, pushing is a little better, pulling is still harder. But what you can do? Very simple, if you put something below it, it will become easy. Or what you find, that initial push was difficult, but once it started moving, then it became easier. How come? The reason is that once the thing is moving, then the two surfaces do not get in contact with each other for very long. Let me go back. Actually what happens, that there is irregular surface, say this is your table with irregular surface. On this there is the cell. Now this also has comparatively irregular surface. So the two irregularities, they interlock, and because they have got interlocked, now the movement is not possible. But when we put powder or oil, the irregularities, they get removed or at least get reduced, then the interlocking does not take place, so the movement is faster. Similarly, when an object is already moving, the two surfaces do not get time to interlock with each other, and that is why the friction is less and the movement is more. See, these days in bathrooms and in kitchens, we have special type of tiles. These are called anti-skid tiles. That means they are to prevent slipping. How do they do it? You will notice that the surface of these tiles is not smooth. It is not glazed. Instead, it has slight irregularities, and as a result, your feet will not slip. Another thing, have you ever noticed a tire? You will find on a tire there is a rough surface, and the shoes also have a rough surface.